Alright, so my wife said, go out and forge something hardy. And I thought she was referring to the hardy hole in the anvil. What she meant was something hearty, as in the shape of a heart. She thinks the heart stuff sells really well, which it usually does. So I'm thinking maybe a heart hook or two and put it on. I got some more of that cedar from that tree shelf and make a little like wall hook kind of thing with a couple of heart hooks on it, and that should sell pretty well. I think I can whip a couple up pretty quick. Before I get to the heart, my chisel that I have been using is a little, I don't like it. I don't like the geometry. It's just an old, I don't know, wrecking bar or something. Someone turned it into a chisel at one point. Found it at a garage sale, but I don't like the edge geometry. It was crooked, so I'm going to work on that just a hair, get that to where I want it. So I'm not sure, it's been a while so I don't remember if I have an average length that I like to make these heart hooks, so I'm not too worried about like what I used to do. I'm more worried about just consistency. So I'm going to use just one measurement, see if I can get it right, and that's going to be from the edge of the hardy hole here to the back of the anvil, and that's just how long I'm going to make all the tines. So I'm about a 1/4 inch short, but I think once I round them off, that's going to draw them out that last 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to start rounding them right now. So what I'm looking at is this little transition here. I want to try and keep that as even as possible. The tines will get all goofy up there, but I keep calling them tines because this is how I make my forks too. But this transition for the heart is what I want to keep centered as best as possible. I'm actually going to take another heat just so that I get this right. With the holes drilled, I'm going to take this round fuller here and just make some little divots to recess the screws. So little things like that I think really help out. Just so the screws can sit flat.
on this transition piece here, I want some texture, so I'm just taking a tiny ball peen here and just adding a little peen texture to it. Why? I love the peen texture. I don't know, just cause. Something different, I guess. Well, I think it looks pretty good. The problem I'm having is I want this hook to be right in the center, and it's not. But to get the twist I want, it's not coming out quite right. So, just gotta finagle it a little bit, play with it a little bit. It's gonna be right by the time I get done. Last thing to do is to shape the heart, and I'm going to do most of that with the scrolling tongs. So you just kind of bend it till you get the shape of the heart you want. Bend it out into a V and then curl the ends around and you'll have your heart. So now imagine 2 or 3 of these on a nice piece of wood hanging on a wall. That's going to be, as my wife says, the girls are going to love it. So. Alright, another day, time to finish up the little heart hook thingy. I've been going back and forth on how to hang it on the wall. Originally I was thinking put the hooks on a board and then make some straps and some homemade nails, nail the straps to the board, the straps get put on the wall. I still like that idea. With the board I chose, it wasn't going to work because it's kind of a live edge and would have been a lot more work. And so I decided to do these little things to go behind the board. So I chiseled out a channel behind the board. This gets screwed into the board on the back like that, and then that gets screwed into the wall, and then the hooks are down here, and I think it'll add to the whole heart hooky thing. So I just got this in the mail. Look at that, Honig engraving. I love unboxing stuff. Screen bubble light? What? And that is my new touch mark. It goes that way. And when it's all said and done, it's gonna look like that. It's a rainy day here in Middle Tennessee, which is good because we need the rain, but it's coming down non-stop. The floor under my lean-to here, my forge, is pretty flooded in some areas, but I think I can still get this done. So anyways, I'm using some 1/2-inch round stock for these little things. I've never made these before. I don't know what the right way or wrong way or any way to do these is, so I'm just kind of doing what I think will work. But yeah, time for another heart to finish this project up. Alright, so these things, I don't know, they're going to be sitting on something like that, holding the shelf up, and I don't know, should look pretty good. But I do love the way the touch mark came out. So, thank you, Jarrah Metal Arts. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check them out, but let's finish this hookup. So this is the board. This was just something I grabbed out of a fire pit. Not even mine, I was at a park. This thing was just sitting on top of the fire pit like someone was going to burn it, and I thought, that's a really neat piece of walnut. It's got some good character to it. That's not getting burned, so I grabbed it. But anyways, on the back side of this, I took a chisel and chiseled out a groove to fit that hook. So remember, I put the fullers in on this side there, so that'll get screwed in to the wood, and then everything will just sit flush, so it won't mark up the wall. And then there's the fuller on that side, so that it sits flush on this side, and then that's going to be the hook. Got one on that side, we'll do one on that side. The hooks themselves are going to go along the front of the board. So here we go. I am all ready to finish sanding this thing and put some poly on it or something and get this done. We'll mount everything and get some pictures, and I'll show you what it looks like.